Hello and welcome once again to the video. And this one, once again, in the build-up to the 2024 Formula One World Championship, I will be once again looking at what's in the news. Specifically, I think today, just looking at the car launches. I very briefly looked at 3 of the car launches, I think last week. Now it's turn for the remaining 7. So, here we go. There's always a lot of hype and excitement around these launches, especially during the actual launch as well. You always have to go through a few minutes of whiz-bang entertainment before they reveal the car. And most of the time it looks pretty similar to the previous year's car. Apart from 2022, of course, those launches were fantastic. And 1989, those cars were, I don't remember the launch, there were no launch shows for those cars, but they were so different, the 89 cars, to anything before. Right, so Mercedes W15. Okay, a Mercedes W15. Now they've sorted out their colour scheme this year. They've just gone for a bit of everything. They got black, silver, red, and I think last year was it red, just pretty much red with a bit of black, black with a bit of red. Now they've still got that bit of red on the air intake, but they've got more silver there now. Still mostly black, but yeah, silver, and they've also got the turquoise, or is it aquamarine? I think it's turquoise from their main sponsor. So it doesn't look too bad. I like, I suppose the mix of colours are not too bad. I like it when it's mostly one colour, and it is mostly one colour, mostly black. It should be mostly silver, of course, but at least it is mostly one colour. I suppose in 2025 it will be back to silver again. Now Toto Wolff has said it's a very different car. He said it's massively different. Now they got rid of their zero side pod design, I think halfway through last year. Was it Monaco? But this is the first time that they've been able to really properly change the car fully. Last year they just took chunks off it and stuck other chunks on. This time they obviously rebuilt the entire car again. It's amazing that they went with zero pod design 2 years running. They should have learnt from 2022, but anyway. So I'm confident that Mercedes will be back to its fighting best. They've improved absolutely everything within the car. I mean, it looks very similar. It looks nice, but it looks very similar to the previous year's car. But it has actually, I haven't seen them side to side, 2024 and 2023. Then I would obviously notice differences. But so many things have been changed underneath the car, inside the car, how the axle reacts with the tyres, hopefully getting rid of porpoising, all that sort of thing. So totally new Mercedes. I think Hamilton will be on fire, even more so because he's going to Ferrari, because he'll be chilled out and relaxed because he knows he's got his championship tilt at Ferrari. So this is like a bonus year. So I think he'll be great. Then you've got the now I'm recording this, what date am I recording this on? Ferrari SF24. I'm recording this on the 14th of February, so Red Bull have not released yet, but they probably have by the time you see this video. The Ferrari SF24. I don't know where the S comes from. Surely they were just, it was just F before, wasn't it? It was all neat and tidy. F23, F22, F21. Unless it's always been SF, and they've just been leaving the S off on previous years. I don't know. What am I saying? Of course, the S is Scuderia Ferrari, isn't it? Yeah, so officially, I guess it's Scuderia Ferrari 24. But I guess that'll just get shortened to F24. Now, I think all the cars, looking back at them, I think all the cars have got mini shark fins. Okay. Just change something there. I think pretty much all of them have got mini shark fins. But I, for some reason, noticed it on the Ferrari. I don't know why. And then I went back and looked at the other cars, and they've all got a little bit of a mini shark fin. And last year's Ferrari had a little mini shark fin as well. But for some reason, I noticed it more so on the Ferrari. It doesn't look, I think, they all look beautiful. All the cars look really good. But I was a little bit disappointed with the Ferrari. It looks a bit more boxy than the other cars. In profile, sideways on, anyway. And I'm not a fan of the white and yellow stripes, I have to say. Not a fan of those. There you go. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the new stripes. Well, I don't know what that's all about. Is it yellow and green on the new Ferrari? Anyway, it doesn't make it look particularly attractive, I don't think. So you've got the McLaren. McLaren MCL. I have to leave quite a bit of space on this page to be able to fit in AlphaTauri's new name, but actually I've put a little C there. It's probably a big C, isn't it? MCL38. Okay. This car is, I got the gist from what they're saying that it's just basically building on last year's car, which is not always a great thing to hear. But then again, if the previous year's car was particularly good and getting better at the end of the season, why not just build on it? I mean, it didn't do Mercedes any favours to completely revamp their car after 2021. So maybe that is the best thing to do. Nice colours, as usual. I think they've got rid of the turquoisey, aquamarine type stuff. And it's just orange and black now, which I really like. Looks really nice. It's not quite ready, apparently. The launch car is not the complete car, but that often happens with a number of these cars. That will be the case, because they all still have to have shakedown tests. But it still looks very good. I'm very hopeful for Lando Norris. So, Red Bull. I'm just going to write at time of recording, not launched yet. It's already had a rundown though, a shakedown test, which Christian Horner attended. And why not? There are these allegations at the moment, but they're just allegations. Who knows? what's going on there. He's defending himself. He might be guilty, he might be innocent, who knows. He might not even know himself. We'll see what happens there. But the good thing is that they're taking those allegations seriously, which they have to do, and I'm sure Horner would agree that these things have to be taken seriously. Aston Martin. Actually, I forgot to put down RB20. Yeah, the Aston Martin AMR 24. Okay, so the main thing about this car is not actually to do with the car. It's actually Fernando Alonso's. Is that all nicely in focus? I'm not sure. It's all down to Fernando Alonso's haircut. Now, he hasn't changed his style necessarily, but he has had quite a major trim. I thought it looked better the way it was before. A bit sort of casual and grungy. The sort of haircut that someone would have if they didn't really, they were just having fun, basically. I don't think Alonso is out to win any more championships. I think he's just enjoying what he's doing. This is a little bit more trim and proper, as if he's being a bit more, I don't want to say professional, because he is professional all the time, but I don't know, it just makes him look a bit more serious. And I quite like the more laid-back Alonso, and I think that's done wonders for his driving as well. This is the first Aston Martin to be built at their all-new Silverstone factory, basically. Got a nice new factory at Silverstone. And this is the first Aston Martin to be done there. I have to say, I thought the car looked a bit ordinary. I don't think it looked different. Not ugly. None of the cars look ugly, but just looked just ordinary. I can't really explain it, because a lot of the cars look very similar to last year's cars, but they still somehow managed to look exciting. But the pictures I saw of the Aston Martin didn't grab me, I have to say. But that's completely unimportant. It's how it goes on the track. We've got Alpine. The A524. Where do they get that from? 524 today. Now, this has two liveries. They're doing that same thing again. They have that sponsor. I won't name the sponsor, but the pink one. And ever since Alpine took that sponsor, which was originally on the, the other one, the one that was Force India, or is now Aston Martin, yeah. That pink sponsor, I think, was it last year or the year before, was on the first 3 races, and then they changed to the blue. It might have been last year. This year, and they got 16 races in blue, in a sort of mainly blue livery, and 8 in that title sponsor pink livery. They must be getting a lot of money from that title sponsor for them to constantly keep repainting the cars, not just putting their name on the side of the car. But yeah, that's the Alpine. That's all I have to say about that, really. Then you've got the here we go. This is, now let's see. I've got to write this one down, haven't I? I have to look at my notes for this. It's the Visa Cash App. I shouldn't be doing it in capitals, because it doesn't deserve capitals, a name like this. RB, which has been shortened to RB. this is the AlphaTauri. Okay, please, let's hope everyone just calls it RB and not Visa Cash App RB. That's even worse than the new Sauber, which is shortened to Kick Sauber, isn't it? But the actual full name is longer than that. I know all of these cars have longer names. Even Ferrari is Scuderia Ferrari, isn't it? So, but some of the names are just ridiculous. Visa Cash App RB. What a ridiculous name. It was revealed in Las Vegas, which is a bit unfortunate. You know, we want to appeal to the American crowd. We're still trying to do that. And so to have the release of, you know, Americans want to see a car called something like, you know, the Black Arrow or something, or the Silver Dart, or I don't know, something like that. They don't want the Visa Cash App RB. Having said that, of course, in America you get tons of advertising, far more than any other country, I think, in the world. So the Americans would probably be used to that to a certain extent. But they might expect all of that, but then there'd be an exciting name afterwards. But there's nothing. It's just Visa Cash App RB. It's blue. They describe the livery as being exciting, but I think blue has been done to death over the decades. So many blue cars. Blue, blue, blue. I mean, the Alpine is going to be blue for 16 races. I remember one year in the mid to late 90s where I think there were 12 teams and like 10 of them were mainly blue. Different shades, but mainly blue, which was, you know, bad enough to be commented on, basically. Now, yeah, Ricciardo's been, you know, talking the team up and how great it is and how he's expecting exciting, wonderful things. Well, the usual sort of stuff, but I mean, it might be good, you never know. Who knows? Now, the other three teams that I covered on the previous video, not in great detail, but Williams, Haas, and of course the Sauber, we'll call it. They were covered on the previous video. So there you go. I think the testing starts on the 21st, I believe. And I will attempt to watch all 74.5 hours. Of coverage. It's absolutely mad, but I will. I won't be able to watch it all, but I will certainly attempt to. I've done these without drivers, haven't I? There you go. Looks a lot better. So basically, yeah, I'll stop tampering with it. So I will do that, I'm sure. I will attempt to watch as much as I possibly can. It's always fun. And the commentators who do it, they do a fantastic job trying to keep going for like 4 hours at a time. They tend to run out of things to say, a little bit like cricket commentators. But that's all part of the fun. So I look forward to that. Okay, so that's about it for now. I'll probably do my next video. Will on this subject anyway will be probably after testing, unless there's some big news before that. So next Saturday's video might be a non-F1 video. and then I'll do a video on the testing. See how that works. Okay, so thank you for watching once again. Thank you for listening once again. And if you'd like to subscribe, please do so, or comment, or like the video. You can even leave a tip on the thanks button just below the video. But I will see you on the very next video. Thank you very much, and goodbye for now.